For surprising things women notice first about you, instant attraction tips. It may come as a surprise, but the very first aspect a woman notices when she sees you is your aura or the energy you exude. Just by observing you for a moment, she can glean insights into your personality. The way you present yourself, interact with those around you, and navigate your environment all contribute to her perception of your confidence, both in the world and within yourself. So, how grounded are you in your own being? This is something she can discern simply by looking at you. To cultivate an attractive essence, one of the most effective strategies is to focus on building your confidence and becoming comfortable in your own skin. Practically speaking, this means stepping out of your comfort zone and engaging in various situations that may feel unfamiliar or intimidating. For instance, if you find busy grocery stores overwhelming, challenge yourself to go there and practice asserting your presence. Aim to confidently select your items without yielding to someone else who might be vying for the same cucumber, for example. Additionally, venture into different areas of life where you typically don't engage. The more you expose yourself to diverse experiences, the more adept you will become at handling various situations. This practice will make it easier for you to approach an attractive woman when the opportunity arises, as you will be more accustomed to navigating social interactions. The first element to consider is your essence, your posture, energy, and overall vibe. Stand tall with your shoulders back and your head held high. Avoid staring at your feet, as this may lead her to question your mood or confidence. If you appear hunched over and struggle to make eye contact, it can signal a lack of self-assurance or unhappiness, both of which are generally unappealing traits. Next, a woman will certainly take note of your physical appearance. This encompasses your fitness level, the clothing you choose to wear, and your grooming habits, such as whether your hair is tidy and if you've taken the time to brush your teeth. I've touched on some of these aspects in a previous video discussing the qualities women find attractive. She will assess these details, whether accurately or not, to gauge how much attention you devote to your appearance. If you appear disheveled while out and about, it may give her the impression that you are either lazy or indifferent about your looks. For some women, this can translate to a perception of laziness. For some women, your demeanor might come across as indifference. However, if you are genuinely at ease with who you are and exude that confidence, it will be evident in how you carry yourself, move, and interact with your surroundings. Women are quite perceptive, they can glean a lot about your character from your behavior and physical presence in the world. This leads them to form assumptions and judgments about you. These evaluations are not necessarily negative, rather, they are a natural part of how women assess the type of person you are based on visual cues. In contrast to men, who often focus on physical attractiveness and beauty standards, essentially assessing how appealing a woman is from a sexual standpoint, women approach things differently. They are not primarily concerned with whether they might want to engage in a sexual relationship with you 3 steps down the line. Instead, they are more interested in determining if they would like to get to know you as an individual. Next, your overall physical appearance plays a significant role in this evaluation. Beyond that, another crucial aspect that women observe is how you interact with those around you. Whether you are surrounded by friends or alone, she will be attentive to how you engage with others. Are you displaying confidence? Are you actively listening, or are you distractedly checking out other women? For instance, if you are on a business lunch with a woman and find yourself glancing at other girls, that behavior can be perceived as disrespectful. Moreover, she will assess whether you are fully engaged in the conversation when with a group or if you are merely a passive observer on the sidelines. This observation can provide her with insights into your personality, potentially indicating whether you are shy or more introverted. Understanding these dynamics can help you navigate social interactions more effectively. Let me clarify something important. Your nonverbal cues and how you carry yourself can offer subtle clues about whether your personality leans toward introversion or if you're dealing with shyness. Shyness isn't inherently appealing, it often reflects low self-esteem. I can personally relate to this, as I once struggled with severe shyness and battled with feelings of inadequacy. Over time, I worked through those challenges, but I still identify as an introvert. For instance, when I attend social gatherings, I often find myself retreating into solitude sooner rather than later, even though I push myself to go. I tend to observe conversations from the sidelines rather than jumping in, but I'm not afraid to speak up when I feel strongly about a topic or believe my input could add value. That's a key distinction. Introversion doesn't equate to shyness. When someone is evaluating you, they'll pay close attention to these nuances. Even when you're alone, they might watch how you interact with others around you, like the barista at a cafe or a stranger in a queue. Do you show respect? Do you engage in friendly banter? Do you smile or share a laugh? These small moments reveal whether you're naturally sociable, reserved, or perhaps holding back due to insecurity. It's a mix of introversion, extroversion, and self-confidence that shapes these behaviors. If you notice areas where you feel less confident or skilled, know this: improvement is always possible. Focus on practicing those interactions, and over time, you'll build the confidence to navigate social situations with ease. You know, I've been there myself. There was a time when I genuinely couldn't even take a simple walk down the street without feeling overwhelmingly self-conscious. It was a significant hurdle, but I managed to move past it. In fact, I even took a step that felt quite bold for me at the time. I applied to give a TED Talk. You're likely familiar with TED Talks, those widely shared presentations on ideas worth spreading. As it turned out, they didn't accept my application, but surprisingly, I was perfectly fine with that outcome. Had they said yes, I would have been faced with the prospect of standing on a stage, speaking in front of a live audience, with the potential for that talk to reach millions of viewers online. So, in a way, the rejection was a relief from a potentially daunting challenge. This experience really highlighted for me that the goal isn't to fundamentally alter who you are at your core. For instance, if you identify as an introvert, that's absolutely okay. I am an introvert myself, and I've come to accept and appreciate that. Introverts are perfectly capable of having deep, engaging conversations, and we often possess a rich inner world. We simply interact with the external world in a manner that differs from extroverts. However, it's crucial to understand that there's a distinct difference between being shy and being an introvert. Introversion relates to how you gain and expend energy, typically needing alone time to recharge, while shyness is often rooted in anxiety or discomfort in social situations, a fear of negative judgment. Therefore, if you are an introvert, it's really beneficial to actively work on building your confidence. Think of it like strengthening a muscle through exercise. Now, interestingly, you can also be an extrovert and still experience shyness. Sometimes, shyness in an extroverted person can manifest in unexpected ways. It might show up as overcompensating in social settings, perhaps by being excessively gregarious, using humor almost defensively, being overly assertive, or even displaying inappropriate pushiness. If someone comes across as arrogant, that behavior can actually be another indicator of underlying insecurity. It's a way of trying to mask discomfort or a lack of genuine self-assurance by projecting an image of superiority. The key takeaway here is that you absolutely do not need to be loud, boisterous, or obnoxious to be considered an extrovert, nor do you need to exhibit those traits to be confident. Ultimately, the initial impressions people form of you are often based on aspects you can influence and improve. While you can't change your fundamental nature, the inherent traits you were born with, you certainly have control over things like your presentation, how you dress, and how you carry yourself. Ensuring that your shirts are neatly pressed is essential. It's important to confirm that they are clean and that you maintain a pleasant scent. Additionally, make it a habit to brush your teeth regularly and keep your hair clean. Good posture is also crucial. Stand tall and walk with purpose, taking long strides that exude confidence. When you're seated in a group and there's enough space, don't hesitate to occupy it. For instance, when a man sits and slightly spreads his legs, he is effectively claiming his space, which can be perceived as a strong, assertive trait. However, it's vital to be considerate and avoid encroaching on others' personal space, as that can come off as rude or arrogant. Similarly, when standing still, adopt a stance that conveys confidence. Place your hands on your hips and position your feet shoulder-width apart. This posture resembles the iconic Superman pose, which symbolizes confidence and the willingness to be noticed. Embrace the idea of being seen and recognized. Moreover, one of the first things a woman is likely to notice about you is your eyes. So, it's beneficial to ensure that your gaze is engaging and inviting. Remember, making a good impression starts with the details. Let's clarify this: while playful banter has its place, What truly creates attraction is your ability to connect authentically, starting with your gaze. Eye contact isn't about theatrical charm, it's about conveying warmth and presence. Think of it as a silent conversation. For example, a genuine smile paired with attentive, but not intense, eye contact can communicate confidence far more effectively than superficial traits like height, income, or physique. These factors matter less than you might assume. What she'll notice first is how you make her feel through your energy. A common mistake? Holding eye contact too rigidly. Locked, unbroken staring can feel confrontational or predatory, like a wolf sizing up prey. Instead, aim for a natural rhythm, glance away casually, then reconnect. This feels respectful and human. Imagine you appreciating a painting, you observe, then look elsewhere to process, then return. This balance signals interest without pressure. Why does this matter? For most women, feeling emotionally and physically safe is foundational to attraction. Respect and chemistry matter, but trust comes first. If your gaze feels invasive, it undermines that sense of security. Let's recap the 3 key elements women typically notice first. 1. Energy and vibe. Your emotional presence, calm, engaged, and positive. Are you someone who radiates ease, or nervous tension? 2. Presentation. How you curate your appearance, grooming, clothing fit, posture, and move through space. Think, does your style reflect self-respect? A wrinkled shirt versus a well-fitted outfit tells different stories. 3. Social awareness. How you interact with others, not just her. Are you dismissive to wait staff? Overly competitive with friends? Kindness and emotional intelligence often speak louder than pick-up lines. For instance, if you're chatting in a group, she'll notice whether you listen actively or dominate conversations. These subtle cues reveal character. Bottom line, authenticity and empathy build connection faster than any superficial checklist.